Back to RC Truth Media. Today would be Monday, November 12th, 2018. Let's start off by looking at what's going on with the fires across California. There is the Camp Fire, which is 111,000 acres in size. That is huge. And it is approximately 25% contained. About time they got this a little bit under control. The Camp Fire in Butte County has already destroyed thousands of homes and tens of thousands of acres of land, eradicating the towns of Paradise and Polga, now threatening the much larger community of Chico. The fatal blaze has also dispersed the hopes that the worst of California's 2018 fires might be behind us. But nope, it's not. Despite this seemingly small number of fires that are actually burning in California right now, 2018 has been one of the worst years for wildfires in California's history. To date, CAL FIRE and the U.S. Forest Service record a total of more than 1.36 million acres burnt by 6,814 fires this year. That's crazy, right? We have the Camp Fire and Butte Fire, 111,000 acres. We already said that. Brush Fire, 35 acres, is 50% contained. There is a Nurse Fire, which is 2,500 acres by Sacramento, 90% contained. There's the Rincon Fire, closer to San Jose, which is 17 acres, 90% contained. Then there's the Woolsey Fire, which is in LA area, 85,000 acres, only 15% contained. And then there's the Hill Fire, 6,100 acres, 75% contained. A lot of fires, right? And let's look at the warnings for the next couple of days. This includes through Tuesday. All California, besides a little patch of Fresno here and the outskirts. Good thing I am right here in one of the only places that is safe. We have a lot of mountains that surround us, basically a circle. It's a central valley. And so this valley gets protected by these mountains. It's basically a safe spot. And so I'm thankful that I am here. Also, let's checking out what's going on with the United States across the world. Now, U.S. is confident that it can now compete in Europe's gas market. This is great news, right? We should be getting gas way cheaper now. As America, liquefied natural gas costs continue to fall, and as Europe looks to untangle itself from Gazprom, U.S. liquefied natural gas exports are quickly becoming a welcome alternative to Russian gas supplies. This is great news, right? Looks like that Trump is competing with Putin. Doesn't look like he's comforting up to him and cuddling up to him like the mainstream media likes to talk about, right? So the United States is all too happy to help Europe increase its energy security by diversifying its natural gas supplies, which Gazprom holds more than a third of the market, by the way. These were the key messages from U.S. officials and LNG developers at this week's gas conference in Berlin. So that's good news. U.S. natural gas will become even more cost competitive and attractive. They're confident that U.S. natural gas can compete in Europe, even in on price. So this is bringing more jobs, more benefit to the United States. Also, what else is going on? One more thing with the markets and Trump in a minute, but before that, let's talk about Monsanto's. Okay, they are getting in on the marijuana industry, and it's pissing me off because I hate GMOs. I am a wholly organic type of person, and Monsanto's and Bayer are moving to create a marijuana monopoly, right? You've heard of Monopoly, the fun little board game with fake money everybody has. It's a great way to pass the time, but it's not cool when it comes to businesses. To real life properties, businesses, and products, Monopoly becomes a whole lot more dangerous, and that's what's happening with Monsanto's. Monsanto's is an agriculture company that has been around for hundreds of years. In a nutshell, they provide farmers with genetically modified GMO seeds and crop pesticides. They easily hold the lead position in the corn and soy industries with their genetic engineering. Monsanto's and Scott's Miracle-Gro have started working together and taking suspicious actions that seem to point to marijuana monopoly. One of Scott's front groups has started buying out several major marijuana growing companies and attempted to buy many others. Monsanto's definitely has their eye on the marijuana industry. Bayer also made a recent business move to buy out Monsanto for $66 billion. So we know that these two companies are basically one and the same. So the way things are going, all things point to Bayer and Monsanto's trying to get in on GMO marijuana. What can we do to basically say we don't want you in there? We could say no to GMO products, stop purchasing them, choose to stop purchasing GMO products, buy organic, locally grown produce is the best way to go. Do not support these companies. Do your research before purchasing any product to make sure you aren't supporting them. On the back or the side of these boxes, on anything that you buy, it's a law now in the U.S. that they have to say that there's genetic engineering if there is. So just look on the side. If you see genetically engineering or this box contains genetically engineering or partially contains it, don't eat it. Okay, that's how you stop supporting these companies. So also, stay informed. Spread the word out to your friends. How do you stay informed? Well, watch RC Truth Media and other outlets like this, and this is how you can stay informed. Alright, so we have one more thing that we want to show you before adios, amigos. And that is, there is a new powerful defense alliance that is changing the European security landscape. The EU wants to build a European army thanks to, you got it, Emmanuel Macron. 10 European states have created a new defense coalition, and this is led by France. The European Initiative Intervention, the EII, comprises all of these states, and we don't see the United States on there. No, not one bit. Why do they want to create a European Union army? Well, to basically fight China and the United States. It says right here, French President Macron said he wanted a real European army because we have to protect ourselves with respect to China, Russia, and even the United States of America. When I see President Trump announcing that he's quitting a major disarmament treaty which was formed after the 1980s Euro-missile crisis that hit Europe, who is the main victim, Europe and its security, he told Europe One in his first radio interview since becoming president. Emmanuel Macron believes that Europe can ensure its own protection against Russia, and even under an unpredictable President Trump. So this is not looking good for the United States. Our allies are now going against us, forming an army to protect against us. I do believe that we're going to see changes in the relationships all across the world. Thanks a lot for tuning in to RC Truth Media. Please hit that like and subscribe button, and I will see you again very shortly for another video. RC Truth Media is over and out.